Welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact, and well, I'm not gonna give you guys details on last episode. It was rather depressing, and to tell you that much, it was sad.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I'd feel a lot better if I say so. Thank you.
Traveler,
It doesn't matter if it's a puppet or not.
You
Saying
must be
thank you at all
exhausted.
is amazing.
come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Oh. This is only making me depressed. Why, game? Why? There are actual, like...
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
What? Is that you doing your thought? Are you actually alive?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean
Is she alive? Dunyarzad.
Yes, traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
We're gonna finish this. To watch the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
Have a wonderful day.
I'm gonna kick some sage ass if I need to, so... Oh my gosh, why? Why is this so... Oh my gosh, I really like the second act. It's so good.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Poor Nilou.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
I don't care. You're acting as if I haven't been dragged into random shit.
If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
Shut up, Paimon. Azar probably knows. I don't care. You can arrest me all you fucking want. I don't care. I like how Paimon just waves.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
I'm gonna
So
grab
they're
them and
just
throw them off the
substitutes.
stage. Just for awe.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Wait, did it just... Hold on a moment. What's up with this forest?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
Wait, is Nilou the dreamer? Okay, time for me to...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilou, close your eyes. I'm gonna slap you. Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
Oh, so we didn't have to slap him.
They disappeared! So Nilou's the host! What a surprise!
I'm still really happy that VR had a crush on...
Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilou?
Correctamundo.
But if we want to end the samsara,
Companion.
we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilou realize that?
Am I dreaming?
All you had to do, Paimon, was say, you're dreaming. How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that Nilou's aware of it, the stream should be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
This is like the 47th time, so...
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting for a long time for this. Please, dance her heart out. Ooh, we get to see her. She probably has them feats.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
He literally got like Persian jazz. This sounds like jazz music, dude. Like, you can't change your mind.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
No, Junior son! We're ghosts! Oh, this is like the scene in the trailer! In the anime trailer! Oh, it's awesome! Nilou, you're a beast, girl. An absolute beast. Oh, man. Oh, why? What? What is it with Genshin Impact in giving us very lovable NPCs? Even though they only really done it twice.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
My head hurts.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
Oh my gosh. Junior Zod is probably gonna
Paimon thinks
stink.
it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
Yeah, you now remember, huh?
Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember now.
Take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the, I think quick, let's go see Junior Zod. Wait, is she secretly alive? Please tell me she didn't die. She's dead.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
What usual spot?
Oh, shut up, Paimon. You know. Obviously, if the traveler were to voice Paimon, I feel like, Junior Zod, you better not be fucking dead. I swear. Hold on, my sprint. She's alive! Catherine! She saved her! Catherine saved
Well
Junior
done,
Zod.
traveler and Paimon.
Wait, what the fuck?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
That is 100% Nahida.
You're okay. Oh, don't scare us like that.
Junior Zod!
Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance
Oh
of
my
Sub-Zerus.
gosh! I thought you died! Hallelujah, you ain't dead! And that's the ending to the Archon quest. And oh my gosh! That was a roller coaster. What do you have to say? Catherine, you're Nahida.
You're
You can't fool me.
actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
Meanwhile, still being within your shot.
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
I love how he just has a favorite bench now. Like, I don't blame him. The view there's amazing, but like, the dude legit has a favorite bench. Well, I have a favorite park that I ride my bike at. I don't have a fucking favorite bench. I want to do reputation. I want to do reputation quests in this region so badly, dude. And what are like Dendro sigils for? Geo sigils, anima sigils, those make sense. They actually have use. Once you're done buying everything in the shop, you can just sell them. Electro sigils kind of makes sense because you can literally legit just level up the Sakura. What are Dendro sigils for? Let's push Catherine off.
Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
I'm literally crying tears.
After we parted on the last day of the Subzerus Festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
A very happy ending.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
True. Yep, true.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
True.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Oh my gosh, this feels so weird. They normally have this at the end of the third act, not the second. About what I saw. I'm just gonna shut up.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky. You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King. The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies. Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
What in the flippity flappity fuck are you talking about, Kusanali?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Which I'm
The
not.
Akasha is the
because I'm
legacy
not
of Greater
stupid.
Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her.
Okay,
About your own body. Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
I'm not gonna lie, before 3.0, I thought that Kusanali was gonna be like that tiny little was gonna be like the young queen from Dragon Prince, if you know. She ended up like leading her army across Arcadia, no, Zadia, to face off against Viren's forces, which I honestly thought she was gonna be like her. And I thought that she was gonna be like ruling, like very active in the role, like A. But no, I was wrong. But to me, you're already an excellent Archon.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
What about the sages?
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though
Fatui
the city's
scumbags.
residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tighnari to join some kind of project. Could it be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one's realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams? Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection. Misdirection? The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
I don't have any other questions.
Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Which means that you're like 501 years old.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
They literally just confirmed that Catherine's a robot. Canonically, she's a robot. Hey, Catherine looks nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. I'm guessing there's still more? And I'm gonna end the episode off here. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna end the episode off here. Hope that you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara.